This is overexposed, and I'm sick of it. Listen, baby, this is Rihanna. You're a slut. It's a slut too.
Desperate for a more shapely bottom.
Aren't we all?
Oh, I am, for sure. I'm clenching as I speak. Bonnie Louise Cooper decided that a liquid Brazilian bum lift was the answer to her prayers.
First of all, I am completely ignorant when it comes to acronyms. For the longest time, I thought BBW was Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe that's just dyslexia. After I realized that was BWW, I thought BBW was Big Black Woman. But then I learned that it was Big Beautiful Woman. So then I thought BBL was a Big Beautiful Latina, or like a Big Booty Latina. And when I heard people were dying from BBLs, I thought the Latinas were stabbing and poisoning men. On a separate note, since when did YT become white? I thought YT was YouTube. When did that happen? Can anybody answer that? Continuing, who? Not to be confused with the World Health Organization. Who invented IJBOL? I just busted out laughing. Is this a harder laugh than the already established clarifying that you're laughing out loud LOL? Is it less than the laugh that makes your ass detach from your body and hit the ground LMAO? It seems to me that your ass literally falling off from the humor of it all ranks the highest. But IJBOL seems to have just burst through the culture recently and seems to think that she's the main bitch. SK, or is that also seems to be a new contender and might outrank actual gibberish, like when you genuinely randomly press a bunch of letters because you're amused. I personally love a good all capital LMFAO and consider her the queen, but like I said, I'm behind on these things now. Let me know. I legit need to know these things. This is critical information that I definitely need to store in my brain. Anyway, back to BBL. I learned that BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift. And it's a cosmetic surgery procedure where a surgeon removes fat from an area of the body, like the abdomen or thighs, and injects it into the buttocks to create a fuller, more rounded shape. The recovery process is supposedly ridiculous. Some things are standard, like swelling and pain. Like, duh, okay. But apparently, you cannot even sit directly on your buttocks for at least the first 2 weeks, which is crazy to me. How do you get a new butt and you can't even sit on it? Is that not the primary use of an ass? Imagine buying a car and you're getting ready to swerve out of the lot, and then the dealer is like, oh, actually, you can't drive it for at least 2 weeks. The fuck is that? You have to sit on a pillow or an inflatable donut-shaped seat. This would stress me the fuck out. What if the pillow isn't sturdy enough? Like it's too soft and you sink into it and you're actually basically sitting on your ass. What if the pillow is so sturdy that you might as well have just sat directly on your ass? Inflatable donut-shaped seat? What if your new booty deflates the inflatable donut and all the air flies out? Can you even sit in your car to drive to get a new one, or do you have to DoorDash it? Do you have to put a pillow in the driver's seat? What if your pillow adds so much height that you have to like drive with your neck bent and you can't even like see your mirrors correctly and you crash? What if your inflatable donut shaped seat that you buy at the store and then put in your driver's seat pops while you're driving and then you have no choice but to sit on your actual buttocks? It also says you have to sleep on your side or your stomach, and you can use a pool float if you can't sleep on your stomach. Who the hell can guarantee that they're not gonna roll over in the night and ruin their BBL? What if you wake up in the morning on your back? The panic. How long were you there? Did the injected fat move into your hips? Does it leak out of your vagina? Do you wake up with an ass on the front of your body and a dent where your ass was? And this is all just me being stupidly dramatic. There are actually real risky complications based in science. You can have an asymmetrical BBL, which means one fat injected butt cheek is a different size than the other fat injected butt cheek. Tissue necrosis is when your skin tissue dies because it is so traumatized from the fact that it saw you getting a BBL. Fat embolism occurs when the injected fat enters the bloodstream and travels to other parts of the body, and fat droplets clog your blood vessels and could cause a petechial rash, decreased levels of consciousness, shortness of breath, fever, and decreased urine output, which I'm gonna assume means there is fat blocking your pee. What the fuck is a petechial rash? Oh my god. And apparently you can even die, which is how I started paying attention to BBLs, hence the serial killer Big Booty Latinas. Butt Lift Company in Brentwood banned after hospitalizations. Salford woman died after barbaric butt lift surgery. 33-year-old mom of 5 dies during Brazilian butt lift procedure. 1 Miami area plastic surgeon, 2 Brazilian butt lift deaths, 3 state complaints. Family of woman who died after a popular plastic surgery, guess which one it was, sues doctor and clinic. Like, all of this is crazy. And what's really crazy to me is that everybody is just accusing everybody of having BBLs. And it seems to me, with all of these risks and complications and lawsuits and deaths, that maybe, just maybe, there ain't as many BBLs out there as we think. Y'all see somebody pop out with a nice ass or a nice figure and all of a sudden they got a BBL. It's as if squats no longer exist. Nobody's mind goes to a glute bridge anymore. God forbid a woman might do a lunge or a little bit of a dumbbell hip thrust. No! It's straight to BBL. Quite frankly, unless I see a hoe at the gym with her inflatable donut hole on the mat or a motherfucking pillow on the machine, then she didn't get a BBL. If she's on her story day after day, sitting on the ground with an unobstructed buttock to floor ass, maybe she's just putting in the work. Even the men aren't safe. I had to spend all summer listening to BBL Drizzy. And what the fuck is this? Now, I do want to say I'm not dumb, y'all, okay? I'm making jokes, but I'm only defending the girls who are the victims of false accusations. If you look like Timon and you mysteriously fall off the face of the earth and come back looking like Pumbaa and aren't documenting your progress, now I'm not saying you have to make everything public and share it, but I know if you're in the gym sweating it out for a transformation and you're on a little diet plan and this and that, you taking some progress pics in your own library at least, okay? You know, your friends know, your family know, but if you look like an unopened popcorn bag and you pop out after 2 weeks looking like you were in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and me and the CIA were to look through your phone and there was nothing, your phone looking like you were part of Thanos' snap, bitch, I'm not talking to you. I need y'all to believe better lifestyles are possible, because I know it must be heart-wrenching to put your fat leaking blood, sweat, and tears into sculpting your body, and then bitches is like, she got a BBL. And if you have a BBL or are getting a BBL, do you? I'm not judging. Look, I DGAF who has a BBL, but I'm tired of hearing about it, okay? And stop flying to random countries using a damn Groupon. Save up and do it right. This is an investment. We're not getting BOGO, bring a friend, 4 cheeks for the price of 2 BBLs in an igloo in Antarctica, okay? This is not something to be cheap with, okay? You're gonna get asphalt mixed with your ass fat, and you're gonna be walking around here with your ass looking like Baymax from Big Hero 6.